What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Universal Studios for round 2 of Halloween Horror Nights 2023 opening weekend. Today, we're heading on inside the park today to check out what we missed yesterday. Unfortunately, because of the weather, it threw off our whole schedule, so there was quite a bit that we actually missed yesterday. So, we're going to be checking out every single scare zone today. We're going to be getting some in-depth video of all the different scare zones and all the different actors and everything that those scare zones entail. Also, we're going to be checking out Halloween Nightmare Field today. Also, we missed the Megan Horde yesterday. For whatever reason, our group missed the Horde, so we're going to be checking that out as well. It's going to be a catch-up day, guys, so let's head on inside, have some fun, and get spooky. Current time is 4 p.m. on the dot. We're heading on inside, and we're going to see if we can get into a Stay and Scream. All right, we're in. Let's get to a Stay and Scream location. Take a look at this, guys. Here's an updated look at the Stay and Scream locations for this year's event. Louis' Italian Restaurant, which is in New York, Central Park, and Richter Burger Company. We have about an hour until park close, and Diagon Minion Blast currently sitting at a 75-minute wait. All right, so the entrance to the New York Stay and Scream location is going to be located right here next to Bake My Day. Let's head on inside. So we did find the end of the line. Coda walked ahead of me with her sisters and she got in line. So we are back by Transformers, and we have Villain Minion Blast over here. That is where you meet Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee. We're heading towards Mel's Drive-In. We're gonna go ahead and make a left over here and follow the line into the New York Stay and Scream area. I will say the line is moving pretty quickly and pretty consistently, so this is not bad at all. And there you go, guys. That's confirmation that this Stay and Scream location is for Stranger Things 4, Dueling Dragons, and The Exorcist. Whew, we made it in. Thank God. There's so much more room for activities out here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna walk down Delancey Street and we're gonna turn the corner over here by Transformers, and that is where we're gonna see the signs for the 3 different haunted houses. From there, you can just split yourself off into whatever line you want, and that's where you're gonna stay until the event officially starts. Here we have the sign for Exorcist Believer. I know he just kind of twisted the sign, but I promise you it says Exorcist. Over here we have Stranger Things. This is what we're gonna be rope dropping first. Coda and her sisters are wanting to do that. Let's hop in line. So because we are in a Stay and Scream location, we do get early access to some of these food booths over here, more specifically this Last of Us themed booth. We're gonna go ahead and try the Cordyceps corn dog. Okay, so we have the Cordyceps corn dog. This is a Korean cheese dog with Cordyceps crispy potato sticks, truffle cream sauce, and daikon sprouts. This looks and smells absolutely amazing. What really sold me was the truffle sauce, because you guys know me, I absolutely love my truffle sauce. But this thing looks incredible. Based off of The Last of Us, it looks really good, and I love the, I already forget what it's called, the daikon leaves on top. It's just a nice little touch. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh my God. It's nothing but cheese in there, and the potato sticks work really well. And what really makes it is the truffle sauce. That truffle sauce is amazing. If you're a fan of truffle anything, you're gonna love this. This is so good. Oh my God. I would definitely get this again, and I will. Okay, so we did actually find a hot dog inside. So it's not just cheese, but there is a wiener in there, which is good. All right, guys, current time is 4:50 in the afternoon. We still have a little over an hour before they start letting us into the actual queue for the Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses. And I just wanna show you guys how much more crowded it got and the end of the Stranger Things line. That right there is the end of the Stranger Things line. So we are all the way back by the other side of Finnegan's, and now the line has reached Louis. So you can see Louis right back there. Holy cow, let's get a time lapse going. Okay, a short time later, made it back in line, caught up with Coda. She's slowly dying, her allergies are killing her, but we're in the Stay and Scream line, and it looks like we're about to get moved in to the main queue for Stranger Things. Just after 5 o'clock, and it looks like we are finally moving into the main queue. Current time is 5:33. They actually did us all a favor, and they opened the house a little bit early at 5:15. So guests started entering the house then, and we just have one more switchback until we get inside ourselves. 5:42 p.m., just got done with Stranger Things, and the house is still phenomenal. If you're a fan of season 4, you're gonna enjoy the heck out of that house. I never mentioned it yesterday, but this is the best Stranger Things house adaptation that Universal has done to date. They did a really solid job. All right, current time is 5:47, heading on into the standby line for Dueling Dragons. Currently 5:57, and we are just steps away from stepping on into the soundstage for Dueling Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. 6:03 p.m. and we are done with Dueling Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. This time I chose the fire route. We weren't able to choose, both routes yesterday when we were going through with our POVs. But even though there are 2 routes, there are 4 total different endings. So 2 different endings within each route. And either way, it's still an amazing haunted house. No matter what ending you get, it's going to be awesome. All right, 6:07. Our next haunted house of the night is going to be The Exorcist at a 25-minute wait. Current time is 6:19, and we are just steps away from walking in to The Exorcist Believer. Current time is 6:23, and that is 3 haunted houses done before the event actually officially starts. That is the benefit of doing Stay and Scream. If you have the ability and you have the extra money, do Stay and Scream. Purchase a Scream Early ticket, get here early, and get some haunted houses done. It is the best way to kickstart your night and make sure that you can get all 10 haunted houses done if you don't have Express. All right, now that the event has officially started, regular guests are in. Let's go ahead and check out some of these scare zones.
Sorry, no refund. What's that?
So I can't believe I almost completely forgot about the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley. Let's go on inside and check it out. A little birdie told me to head on inside Nocturne Alley, so let's go ahead and check it out. Like that, they all vanished except for this one. So in years past, I've unfortunately been unable to make it over to Hogsmeade to check out the Death Eaters when they first debuted at Islands of Adventure. So having them over here at Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights is really cool, especially here in Nocturne Alley. That was very different. It was very interesting. It looked like they were fighting amongst themselves, which is something I definitely wasn't expecting. But seeing them here in Nocturne Alley, which is pretty much their element, it's so spooky. And they don't say a word, and they're so fluid with their movements. Honestly, this is super cool. They're being summoned back. They're leaving the dark mark. All right, pardon my French, but that was cool as hell. And I heard one of the stage managers say that it's a little bit different every time that they come out. So there's definitely some repeat value when it comes to seeing the Death Eaters here in Diagon Alley. Also, a little bit of a backstory behind the duel that I saw in Nocturne Alley. So I spoke to one of the SMs and they informed me that the Death Eaters are of course searching for Harry Potter. And one of the Death Eaters got word that he could be found in Nocturne Alley. So they all converged in Nocturne Alley only to find that Harry Potter wasn't there. So all the other Death Eaters are upset with the one Death Eater that gave them the wrong information, and that's what led to the duel and fight amongst themselves. That was so interesting, really, really cool. It's definitely worth taking some time and coming in here in Diagon Alley and checking it all out. All right, now that we took the time to explore what was going on in Diagon Alley, let's go ahead and run on over to Halloween Nightmare Fuel. The 8 o'clock show is gonna be starting in about 15 minutes. Hopefully, we can make it in time. And in case you guys are curious, the show times are 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30. So there are 4 opportunities during your night here at Halloween Horror Nights to catch Nightmare Fuel. Let's head on inside the standby entrance. All right, so we just got done with Halloween Nightmare Fuel, Revenge Dream. It was very different, but the same, if that makes any sense. It follows the same plot line and story beats as what we've seen the last couple of years for the show. However, they made it different in a good way. A lot of the tricks and the illusions that they did were the same, but all the music was different, the choreography was different. It was a lot sexier, so the costumes were definitely different. And overall, I just found it more enjoyable than I did last year. But again, guys, just be aware if you do decide to bring your kids to Halloween Horror Nights, this may not be the show for them. It is more of an adult-oriented show when it comes to choreography and costuming, but it's still a good time. We did have a little bit of a problem with the finale illusion where something went wrong and it didn't go as planned, so we just didn't get that finale illusion. They started the process where she was getting wrapped up in a sphere and it was going to explode and she was going to disappear, but that didn't happen. They stopped it midway through. But anyways, it was still a fun show. Definitely worth checking out. Heading on over towards Universal Monsters, I just want to point out they cleared out all the construction walls over here from out in front of SpongeBob SquarePants. So now, as you can see, there are plenty of room for activities, and you have a straight line of sight to the entrance portal to Universal Monsters. Wow, take a look at Jungle of Doom with all the fog. It looks amazing.
You see her this face. Yeah, I know I did, but I was
This is different. Holy cow. Oh, I am right in front of the fog machine. All right, we're starting to wind down the night just a little bit. It's going on 10 o'clock right now. I have been walking around back and forth trying to find the Megan Horde, and I just have not been able to find them. I know they exist. I've seen them do performances online. I just haven't been lucky. So hopefully at some point during this season, we'll be able to catch the Megan Horde. But we're making our way back towards the front of the park now. We're gonna meet up with Coda, and there's still one last food item that I really wanna try. Ending off the night on a strong note, this one really wanted a popsicle, so how can I say no? Okay, so I met back up with Coda and her sisters, and they actually got one of the souvenir drinks over here at the Surfer Boy pizza booth. This is the Surfer Boy Tropical Dream Punch with Cruzan rum, orange, pineapple, lime, passion fruit juice, and grapefruit juice with vanilla bean and garnished with a pineapple gummy. It's in there somewhere. I promise you, the pineapple gummy's in there somewhere. You can kind of see it, but let's go ahead and give this a try. While also stabbing myself in the eye. But that's actually really tasty. To me, it doesn't taste like there's any alcohol in there, but it's really tasty. Definitely very pineapple heavy, but I like it. And they got it in a little souvenir blinky cup, so not bad. How much was this? I'm looking at it right now, actually. It was in the souvenir cup. Oh, $16.50, so not too terrible. I like it. All right, so unfortunately, we're gonna go ahead and take the L on the hot dog because I got up to order it and they're actually out right now. They said that they were making more, but they didn't have an estimate, so we'll just come back tomorrow and we'll try it again. Let's go ahead and make our way out. In order to make our way out of the park, we gotta cross through Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror.